Recently, Mark Ingram has been released from the Baltimore Ravens. So really there was no bad blood between this release. Obviously, the Ravens have moved on with J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards. Those have become the two duo running backs, and then you add Lamar. There's really not room on that franchise for Mark Ingram. But there's no bad blood. Mark Ingram called them a class act organization. Obviously, he's thanked all the fans and everything like that. There's no bad blood towards Mark Ingram and the Baltimore Ravens. I just want to get that clear. And this was reported by ESPN's Jamison Hensley. So I'll let you go first, Nate. Your thoughts on Mark Ingram being released?
Well, first of all, good luck to Mark Ingram in his future endeavors. I'm going to be honest. I looked at this last night and this shocked me. I did not see this coming at all. I really didn't. I, I'm going to be honest with you. Mark Ingram is a part of the reason why this run game is so good, excluding Lamar Jackson, of course. If you exclude Lamar Jackson, Mark Ingram is probably the most important piece to this Ravens rushing game. But when you pull Lamar Jackson, he's second. He's second fiddle, of course. But like, I'm shocked. I I know that they haven't been making deep playoff runs like expected, and stuff like that happens. But I don't think Mark Ingram is gonna answer your woes. I think you need Mark Ingram because without Mark Ingram, I'm not so sure how strong this rushing game is gonna be anymore. I don't. I mean, I'm sure you got guys like J.K. Dobbins and whatnot also in his place, but like I don't know. This kind of shocked me. This really did. But hey, man, that's the Ravens' decision. If they think that that's what they needed to do, then that's what they did. Do I agree with it? Absolutely not. I really think they need Mark Ingram to keep that rushing game strong and keep it the best in the league. I don't think releasing him is going to make your problems any better. Probably going to make them worse, if anything. Um, yeah, man, I don't know what else to say. That I'm shocked. I mean, I wish the Ravens and Mark Ingram the best of luck both. But this was just shocking.
Well, before I get my opinion, I just want to say best of luck to Mark Ingram. Obviously, I think he's still in his prime, in my opinion. I think he deserves to be on a team, especially as a starting running back. Here's why I disagree with you, though. This running game for the past 4, maybe 5 weeks, they've started J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards, and they are still the number one rushing team in the league, or the best. I believe they are number one. I don't think they need Mark Ingram. I don't think Mark Ingram's a good. I don't think Mark Ingram is a fit in this team no more. I don't think they need him. I think J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards are better off without him, and the Ravens are better off without him. Because you think about it, J.K. Dobbins is obviously a great running back. Gus Edwards just turned into the second running back on this team, and now you got Lamar Jackson. Now adding Mark Ingram, now keeping Mark Ingram, that's fine and everything, but the problem is how many touches is he really going to get? We've seen this with Adrian Peterson. When Adrian Peterson went to the New Orleans Saints, he was in a rushing game with Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram. Do you really think he's going to get that many touches? No, because you're in a rushing game with Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara. Now it's the same thing with Mark Ingram. I expect Mark Ingram to go to a team that is in need for a starting running back. The Jets could pick him up if they reach a deal. Trying to think. There's a lot of teams that could pick him up. Um, I can see him on the Seahawks being a 1-2 punch with Chris Carson. I can see that happening. Trying to think. Give me a second. Nah, not the Bengals. They got Joe Mixon. Excuse me. But there are teams that are in need of a starting running back that can easily pick him up. The Dolphins. The Dolphins would be a good place for Mark Ingram. You know what I'm saying? I believe they could definitely use a running back like Mark Ingram, and I
New
think
England too.
New England, right? Well, New England's got Harris, and he's promising, but I can agree New England. So there's a lot of teams that could definitely use Mark Ingram, but I don't think it's the Baltimore Ravens. Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins have been doing an amazing job, and Lamar Jackson has done an amazing job rushing too. Now, obviously, last game wasn't the best example of them doing an amazing job. Offensively, they didn't do good. They didn't do good offensively at all. But I believe this team can still be one of the best rushing teams, and they proved to be it without Mark Ingram. Now, Mark Ingram has released a statement on Twitter to the Baltimore Ravens, and I just want to read this before I give the rest of my opinion. He said, "Thank you to Mr. Biscotti and the Ravens for being the first class organization. I love the real ones in Flock Nation that support me and showed love. My blood brothers, what's understood ain't gotta be explained. Best is still ahead. Can't wait. Watch God work. So now, so now it's up to Mark Ingram to go to the team that he's so desperate that he so chooses to go to. I think the Dolphins might, in my opinion, I think the Dolphins might be the best team for you to go to. This is a team with a young quarterback. This is a team with a rising future, and this is a team that's in need of a running back. In need of a running back to kind of take that 50-50, 50-50 with the quarterback and the receivers. So I think Mark Ingram going to the Dolphins. I think that's a very smart choice. I think him going to the Jets. I think they're also in need of a running back, but it all depends on what the Jets end up doing this offseason in the draft. But Mark Ingram's NFL career is far from over. I think he's still in his prime. I think he's still got years left in him. I think even when he's on his decline, I think he'll have a decent year, a decent amount of years. So I think a team could sign him for like a nice little 2 to 3 years because I think Mark Ingram can survive another 2 years as going another 1,000 yard season. But again, he wasn't going to get that in Baltimore with Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins because those two young guys, not only are they younger, not only do they have a bright future, but J.K. Dobbins proved why he should be the number one running back. And not only did he prove it, he also proved the Ravens that they made the right choice in drafting him. And not only that, he's proven that the other teams that haven't drafted him and that needed a running back were wrong. So with that being said, I wish Mark Ingram the best of luck. I wish the Baltimore Ravens the best of luck. I'm glad there's no bad blood in this, considering that some players and organizations have bad blood once they split. But yeah, my final thoughts are I wish Mark Ingram the best of luck. I feel like he's still got a lot of football left, and I'm curious to see what the next step in his career holds.